What's up, guys? Probots coming at you. 6 Cents here.
And I'm Ravens, as always.
Got another review for you today. We're doing Elder Scrolls Online.
Specifically, the PS4.
Yeah.
I could talk about the Xbox One, and guess what? They're the exact same.
Ye old console version. I didn't play any on the PC, did you?
I did. I played a little bit on the PC. I played in both the alpha, the beta, and the regular.
Damn. So you should have tons to say about the game.
The game it's Elder Scrolls. If you want to get down to the nitty-gritty, that's exactly what it is. It's an Elder Scrolls game, just with multiplayer aspects. But at the same time, it's not an Elder Scrolls game because of the multiplayer aspects.
I mean, it's not always a bad thing to add some multiplayer to stuff. I hated to see it go the MMO route instead of,
Just
local
like
campaign
co-op or
play.
something.
Yeah, but it is what it is. And as far as it's concerned, you don't have to party up to do most things in the game. So it's MMO, but not required to have a party to do the whole game. Like, I've soloed most of it since I've been through it.
Alright, well, let's get down to the review. The story of it.
The story, as with every Elder Scrolls game, starts the same way. But once you get into it, oh my god. It's just like all the Elder Scrolls games, except for the side quests are monumentally more. Like, they're abundant. They are freaking everywhere.
Yes.
I can't tell you how many times I've picked a random direction and just ran, and boom, side quests. And then you've got main quests that turn into side quests, and you've got your main quests that turn into 3 main quests, and the story is strong. I've done more side quests than I have even talked to what's dude's name? The hermit, blind guy.
Oh, the
Prophet.
Prophet. Yeah.
Prophet. Yep. It's like Prophet's got a mission, and I'm like, I don't need a skill point just yet. Fuck him.
I mean, it is an Elder Scrolls game, so there's going to be a crap ton of story there. And that's what makes this game so good. And it's also voice acted.
Oh, yeah.
So they went the route of, say, the Old Republic with voice acted in MMO. But I think they did it just enough, not fully voiced as with that one.
Right.
But yeah, so what would you give the story on this?
Definitely 5 out of 5. Everything that's come at me, side quests, main quests, I'm like, oh, I'm actually intrigued.
Alright. Gameplay.
Gameplay. We'll do yours in gameplay.
Alright, well, gameplay. Yeah, I mean, it's an MMO. I mean, that's it. You're going to have a level grind. You're going to start out level 1, and you're going to spend a assload of hours getting from 0 to 100. And not just that. You have to level up each individual skill, each of the weapons if you wanted to. But that's the thing. There's customization galore in this game. But we'll get back to that. Overall, the gameplay, it's an MMO. If you like MMOs, or if you like the Elder Scrolls game, it's gonna get you where you want to go. I'll give it a 4 out of 5. Because it's still an MMO.
Yeah.
No matter how you get to it, an MMO is an MMO. Alright, next the controls.
Controls. Whenever I play a PC game, I can't WASD to save my life. So I have to have a controller for every game that I play. Their conversion over to controller, I know you played the PC version, so you might have a little more knowledge than I do on this, but it's flawless, man. Like, I've played MMOs using a controller, like Old Republic, and it's kind of difficult being able to only map out so many controls on the things, but I feel like they did a really good job on it.
Well, I mean, it feels a lot like, for the control aspect of how Diablo 3 was. It feels like it was a game that was originally meant to be on a console.
Right.
Because there's so few skills, and there's just enough to be put onto a console controller. And that's how I've always felt since the first time I've played the game, is that this would have made an awesome console MMO, because that's something that most consoles don't have, is an MMO structure. I mean, you've got DC Universe Online, woo, Final Fantasy 14, you've got, let's see, what's another one? That's about it.
Yeah, I don't get into the MMOs, so I'm no help there.
Yeah, there's still a few out there, but they're not as popular. Those are probably the 2 biggest MMO for consoles that are out there.
I thought the controls were pretty solid, and when I ran out of skill slots for skills, it gave me a second freaking weapon slot with all new skill slots, so yeah. It's stupid good.
Yeah, and being able to switch between them makes it even better.
Oh yeah, you can go range, short range, just whatever you need to do in the time that you need to do it.
I've got a healing staff on one and then a destruction staff on the other, and it gets me to where I need to be.
I set up my stuff to ranged characters, and then I've got my take down a boss skills.
Alright. So what would you give the controls?
5 out of 5. I'm not gonna complain about them. They're good.
Alright. And replay value.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start out by saying 5 out of 5. I don't even have to replay it. I've already made all the characters I can make. Just the character creation was beautiful, and I don't care that I'm doing the same quests over again, because again, the story is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's tons of replay value. There's 4 different classes. Each one of the 4 different classes has 3 skill trees on its own. Then you've got the different guilds, like the Thieves Guild, and the Mages Guild, and the Warriors Guild. Or the Fighters Guild, sorry.
Your individual race skills that can help your class, and even if they don't help your class, it's just an extra added bonus for things that you may not be doing.
Yeah, so there's a ton of replay in there just for the customization options, which we were talking about earlier. So many different style of weapons. I mean, you've also got crafting. Again, it's an MMO, but it's an Elder Scrolls MMO. So
Elder Scrolls.
There's the lore, too. There's books everywhere that you can read.
You can talk to all kinds of NPCs.
Yeah. So, again, MMO, Elder Scrolls together, great. Like you said, 5 out of 5 for it. And we're coming to the last of it. Is it fun?
I have enjoyed it since I put it in.
I've loved it since Alpha. It's been some of my favorite experiences. I'm not a big MMO fan. I have bursts. Like, I'll play for 3 months and be like, yes, I love it. And then after that, I'd be like, okay, I want to play something else. But it's been there, and it's a good fallback for any kind of MMO or console or RPG player, because it's all that into one.
And it's Elder Scrolls.
So yes, I think it's a lot of fun, and I would recommend it to anyone that likes Elder Scrolls, MMOs, or just a console RPG, because it can be played solo, even with little assholes trying to kill the same guys you're trying to kill.
Yep, I've more than proven that point. It is soloable.
Alright. So, out of 5, what would you give it?
I'm 5 out of 5.
I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5. It's not a perfect game by any means, because it does take a while to get up to max level, whereas some of the other games aren't as bad. But, and there's also it's still an MMO. It takes away some of the feel of Elder Scrolls.
I'll give you that. I might have to knock mine down to 4.5.
If they would have dialed down some, and the mega server was the thing that got me the most. Or if you created one character and you had the option of all the classes anytime you wanted to choose or switch.
Well, it's not Final Fantasy. You don't just change jobs.
Hey, after playing Final Fantasy 14, it's definitely got me. I want to be whatever class I want to be whenever I want to be it.
The ADD classman.
That's right. That's when you start the game. It's like, okay, I want to be this Khajiit. I want to look like a crappy cat, and I'm ADHD class, so I can be whatever the hell I want. But yeah, 4.5 out of 5. Solid game. Recommend it. Get out there if you haven't played it. It's definitely one of the best.
Pick it up, man. There's no excuse. It's freaking free to play.
Yeah. You buy the game, $60. Play it as long as you want. There, you don't have to have gold. You don't have to have plus. That is the best thing about it.
I definitely, when they said, oh, it's free to play, I'm like, I'm still going to have to go get a PlayStation Plus card. Nope. Nope.
Yeah. Just keep in mind, it's not by Bethesda. They published it. It was developed by ZeniMax. It's one of their subsidiaries. So, and more importantly, ZeniMax Online Studios. It's a studio that was created specifically for online games, and that's what happened. It's still a good game. 4.5 out of 5. Go play it.
I dig it.
Stay tuned for us next week for another review. I think next week we're going to do, Far Cry 4, since it's been out for a little bit now. And then we're going to get into some retro reviews. So, stay tuned.
Old stuff. Thanks for watching. If you liked our video, hit that thumbs up button down in the corner, subscribe to the Probots channel, join our army of nanites, comment below, tell us what you liked or didn't like, or if there's something you'd like to see in the future videos. Feel free to share our videos on your own social media pages as well.